I had just woken up. I was terrified to discover the lawn outside had turned into a forest overnight. I asked my husband what had happened. He said nothing outside had changed. I was so frightened I fainted on the spot. When I came to, he comforted me and said it must be a stress-induced hallucination. I couldn't believe him. I ran out the door at once. The scene outside had changed completely again. The shock made my head spin. I tumbled down the hillside into the river. Luckily, my husband pulled me out. I didn't leave the house again that day. I told myself maybe my husband was right. Maybe I was having hallucinations. After all, 2 months earlier, I had lost my parents in a car crash. I had since been diagnosed with post-traumatic symptoms, so I decided to get some sleep and check again the next day. Before going out the next morning, I asked my husband about the outside. He confirmed everything was normal, but when I mustered the courage to step outside, the world was different again. Only I could see it. I ran into the woods in a panic. After a few steps, my head went fuzzy. A hanging rope even appeared before my eyes. I fainted again. When I woke up, my husband had brought me home. He worried my condition would worsen. He took me back to the city hospital for tests. But after 2 days of tests, but nothing wrong. The next morning, I ran out again. I felt hopeless once more. This time, I forced myself to calm down. I took out a phone I hadn't used in ages. I photographed the area around the house as evidence for my husband. He remained calm and said he was going out to buy food. I called a psychiatrist friend right away. He said it was a complication of psychological trauma. He told me to take my medication on schedule and then hung up. I had to try the medication for the first time. Soon, my husband returned and was secretly on the phone outside. When I pressed him, he said he was contacting a nurse about care arrangements. As he turned to pour water, I suddenly remembered he always poured my water for me. I suspected the problem might be in the water. I remembered he only drank from bottles with blue caps. To test it, I swapped all the red and blue caps. Just as I reached the last bottle, he pushed the door open. I was so scared the cap fell to the floor. I nearly got discovered. Thankfully, I finished switching them. To avoid suspicion, I pretended to have low blood sugar and dizziness. He hurried to make me a meal and drank the water I was supposed to drink. Soon, he developed chest tightness and shortness of breath. He kept feeling dizzy. I ran out, grabbed an axe, and wanted to see what secret lay under the house. After prying up the floorboards with all my strength, the sight below shocked me. I rushed back inside. I poured out half the water and pretended I had drunk it. Then I lay down and feigned sleep. When my husband returned, he tested me repeatedly. Once he was sure I was asleep, he began packing every bottle and jar from the house into a box. At that moment, I sprang up. I grabbed the axe and smashed it into him.